Hello everybody, welcome to my channel and thanks for clicking on this video. Now I have a lot of houseplants, you can see some random ones here, but so far I never did a proper houseplant tour video. Perhaps mainly because I have so many plants, so I decided to make a new series on my channel where I will upload separate short houseplant tour videos showing you each time a little part of my houseplant collection. So as a kind of a tryout introduction to this new series, I will show you today the plants that I keep on my southwest facing bedroom windowsill. So let's start with this Columnea crassicolis or goldfish plant. I admit it has seen better days, but that's because I just cut it back for the upcoming winter season. Then in the plastic pot, a baby philodendron tenutype. This baby philodendron is surrounded by a very old golden pothos that I'm trying to convince, with mixed success so far, to trail up this metal trellis tower. I also love to use hanging test tubes for cuttings in front of my windows. And in this one we got some very purple-pink Tradescantia zebrina cuttings. Of course, I also use regular hanging baskets. This one is inhabited by a very stubborn pothos enjoy that just refuses to grow, but it's still beautiful. Up next we got a very sad Dieffenbachia compacta toddler that's clearly struggling in pon. I hope it will survive. Now these hanging globes are probably my favorite type of plant containers, and in this one I regularly just throw bits and pieces of succulent plants like fallen off leaves, and then I just see what happens. And in this particular globe it's definitely the kalanchoe leaves that perform the best. Up next is this philodendron cream splash. It looks like a Brazil, but it's actually not, and I'm not sure this guy is really happy here, because although it has gorgeous foliage, the leaves are getting smaller and smaller, even though I gave the plant a stick to climb onto. In this Buddha head I'm growing 4 croton leaf cuttings in perlite. They're definitely not growing, but they're not dying either. And I quite like the touch of color that they give on my windowsill. And then in the back, in the plastic cup, we got the tiniest mother of thousands plant, enjoying the full sun. In my second hanging basket we got this Epipremnum pinnatum. It's trailing like hell, but it doesn't really produce that many leaves, so I'm just letting it do its thing, and from time to time I just cut it back. And I do like the leaf structure when the sun hits it directly. In my second hanging globe the main tenant is a succulent plant. It's a Huernia thuretii, and I just love how this plant is growing through the open part of the globe, continuously searching for more sunlight. In this second test tube I'm growing some Ficus benjamina cuttings. They have lots of roots, but I will never pot them up, because when I did in the past they always died on me. So they will continue to live an aquatic life forever. In the third test tube you can see a cutting of one of my nemesis plants, the Monstera stanleyana variegata, and some more Tradescantia. This plant here is another goldfish plant species. This is the Columnea guttata. It looks quite compact currently because I also cut it back for the winter season. Up next is my favorite feature on this windowsill. It's a terrarium that I haven't opened in over a year, and the plants inside really love the direct sunlight that they are getting all afternoon. The main tenant inside is this gigantic Phytonia verscafeltii, and if you look very closely you might also spot a Tradescantia zebrina and also a miniature palm. Another current favorite is definitely this Euphorbia pteroneura. I really love the pencil-shaped stems on this plant, and the plant is definitely happy here because it's currently flowering. I hope you can spot the very small yellow leaves on top of the stems. In my opinion, euphorbias make great houseplants. They come in all different shapes and they are not too difficult to take care for inside. Up next we got a bunch of random succulents. On the left you can see a Mammillaria herreri cactus, on the right a baby Haworthia, and finally in the back you can spot a small ponytail palm. This global green pothos used to be in a very dark spot in my apartment where it didn't grow at all. So now I moved it here and I'm curious to see whether it will finally take off and start growing. Alright, that's it for the plants I'm keeping on my bedroom windowsill. As you have seen, I try to make a mix of hanging plants, trailing plants and regular plants, of cuttings, baby plants and adult plants, of plants growing in soil, water, pond or perlite. And of course I took into account that this is a southwest facing window with lots and lots of direct sunlight in the afternoon. So I'm not keeping any delicate plants here that would suffer leaf burn because of the sun. So this concludes the first part of my new houseplant tour series. I hope you enjoyed it. If you liked it, please consider liking the video and or subscribing to my channel. I hope to see you again soon. For now, I wish you a very good day. Bye bye.